Okay, this one's all religion and politics. So there's absolutely no reason to watch this if anyone's not into religion and politics. So this one's all completely religion and politics. I might do some music later, but not right now. Just got back from the store, got some water. Again, I don't do tap water anymore. It's just, I'm not doing that. I've been off of it since like 2000. So it's just gross, man. It's always been gross coming out the tap. And then like after I got on like that the water, you refill your own jugs. After I got on that, it's just like, the taste difference going to tap water is crap. I've been trying to get other people to try it, and they're like, oh, one, they don't want to go to the, whatever, but once you try it, you're like, yeah, the water from the tap does taste funny. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with it. Something's wrong with it. It doesn't taste right. And it's not, I mean, it's kind of like if you go nose blind to your house, and then you leave for like a week, and you come back, and you're like, oh, yeah, or anything, nose blind to whatever. Same situation. The water, you're like, there's nothing wrong with the water, because that's just the water you're used to drinking. Just like in Mexico, they're like, the natives drink the water. We don't. We can't. If we do, we get fucking fucked up. Same with them. If they come over here and drank our water for like a long time, probably their shit would probably change up. But I don't know. I don't know how that works. But quantifying infinity. I understand trying to kind of comprehend it, but to actually measure it would be impossible, because there's always plus one, plus one, plus one, plus one. Even when it's completely full, when you have plus one, it starts to subtract. It gets so big, it starts going in reverse. Think of crossing over the zero, cross over zero. -1, -2, -3. So negative infinity -1, -2. Backwards until you start getting into the actual numbers. And then it goes into negative infinity, where it crosses zero and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have the Mobius flip, the Mobius strip of reality. Was there something before the Big Bang? Yes. What? Us. We were. This is what it is, this is what it was, this is what it'll always be. All time and space we're experiencing right now. That's why the Bible talks about how the angels say there'll be no more time. Because there is a finite amount of time. Eventually it gets to the end. Everything that has a beginning has an end. Has to. Even if it comes back and touches itself, that's still like on a ring. There's still a point where it started and a point where it ends. And even if that, well, after that, right, but it started point A and there was nothing. And then it made a circle, and now it can go in that circle forever. So this is the beginning, and that was the end of the creation of the circle. Now it's a circle. It was just a bending line that could have just spiraled. Could have done a lot of stuff. Could have tucked in and gone spiraled down. Could have spiraled out forever. But no, it came back and touched itself and became a circle. Just like right now, there is no square. But if I fucking do, now there's a square there. But is there a square there? No, there's no square there. I just drew one. Yeah, it's an abstract. Same with the universe. You have, in order to comprehend the shape of the universe, you'd have to basically to look at it, you'd have to step into a fourth dimension. You have to step out of everything that we know. You have to step outside of the universe and take a look at the universe, fourth dimension. Everyone talks about how hard it is to picture. It's not really. If you can imagine looking through a microscope and on a slide, and inside the slide there's like a little LA. There's and you can zoom all the way down to see like little people. You can as you're zooming in, you're looking at them, and they're like about your same size. And right as you're about to go, hey man, you realize they're actually fucking microscopic, and there's no way for you to get down there to that size. There's no way for them to see you or even know they're on a flat ass fucking on this little slat, on this little piece of fucking thing. That little clear smushed between two lenses is the entire city of New York. Very, very small. So small that all the hills and stuff can fit between that little thing between the panes of glass. And then with your microscope, you can zoom in and see all of it. Now get down there and talk to the people. Go down there and tell the bacteria, hey, we'd appreciate it if you could help us out. This virus is fucking with it. You know what I mean? Go down there. Go down that, you know. You can't, can you? No. We can reprogram it. Not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually getting on the level with them. Shrinking down so small as to join their world. Can't do it. We can't get so big as to step outside and see what's going on outside the universe. That would be infinity plus one, basically. You would be infinity plus one. The universe can be infinity plus one minus one. It can do whatever it needs to. It's a singularity that can happen. It can be spontaneously happening over millions of years. It can spontaneously happen over 6,000 years if it needs. Whatever it needs, it is what it is. It is whatever it needs to be. The universe thinks. If you doubt that, think of how much brain activity is here on Earth alone. It's almost like the universe is designed to create consciousness of different levels. Birds, dogs, people, cats, all kinds of different rationalizing consciousnesses. From just do what's pre-programmed to you can choose. Although you come pre-programmed with a set of things, you can act against those. You can choose to act against those. Well, it's just it's just human nature. Right? You can transcend that with your thoughts. With a series of like a yes, no, and maybe, you can go ahead and decide who you are on your own. Without necessarily God's input or correcting. You can go, yes, I want that. No, I don't want that. Yes, I want that. I'm kind of iffy on that. I haven't tried that, but maybe if I try it, with my routine of picking certain things, more than likely I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't cut my leg open. More than likely I wouldn't like it. You know? I've been cut from my experiences of being hurt. I've never tried, like, actually just sitting there and working. I might like it, but I'm going to slide that over on I don't think so, even though I'm going to maybe. You see what I'm saying? It fits more on I don't think so, on no, than it does on yes. So getting off of maybe to make me who I am, I'm going to say I don't like it, but I haven't tried it. Certain vegetables, they're in the same family. If I don't like this vegetable, I don't like chard, I'm probably not going to like greens. You know what I mean? If I don't like greens, I'm probably not going to like chard. But that's not guaranteed. I might not like any greens besides chard. I mean, like any chard besides greens. You know what I mean? I'm making up who I am. I choose. Free will. That doesn't mean that the universe has to like those choices, does it? It just means you get to make those choices. It doesn't mean the universe is going to punish you for those choices unless you're exceptionally dicky. If you're Donald Trumpian or, Hitlerian or, Mussolini-ish, you got some Genghis Khan in you. The universe may owe you a little bit, You invented the nuclear bomb. The universe might owe you for all the panic that's caused, the other people throughout because the universe is the guy that invented the nuclear bomb and the panic and the people panicking and afraid, even though there's no real reason to fear. It's real to, when you're dreaming, there's that attacking swarm of bees. When you wake up going, yeah, you feel ridiculous now, but in there, that shit was very, very real. If someone were to watch you, it's like, you're just laying there and you're just going to go flying up, going, bees! Swinging your arms. You know how stupid that looks? You know how dumb that is? That's fucking retarded. That's just, bees! It's fucking stupid, man. There's no fucking, but, you know, or just like you think you're falling and you're leaning back in your chair or whatever it is. You think you're falling, but you're not. You're laying down. How are you going to fall laying down? But we find a way to do it. Oh, yeah, we do. As humans, we find a way to do it. We convince ourselves we're not laying down. We're off somewhere else, doing something else, completely different. No. I'm not in bed right now, sleeping. Nope. I'm on the edge of a cliff, trying to fly, and for some reason these damn wings won't work, and I'm falling. Shit, man. So, yeah. Oh yeah, there may be some inappropriate language in here. I'm a zebra biracial fuck, so I say some things that may not be so PC. I don't give a shit. I'm also smoking some pot, so I mean, if any of that offends you, you're free to not watch the rest. You weren't watching it before. You can just not watch the rest. It's nothing that's important. I mean, I was walking back from the fucking store. I was thinking, dude, it's like, everyone's full of shit. Everyone's fucking lying. How can you tell, like, you know, who you trust? Like, just listen to what people are saying and realize that almost everybody's full of shit. They're hiding something. They're hiding their real agenda. They're hiding what they really want. They have another motive, ulterior motive, which is why I get fucking looked at like I'm shoplifting when I'm at the store. Because there's no way that, you know, and when I do nice things, people are like, it's not because I'm an asshole, not because I did anything weird, it's because people can't believe that someone would be nice. What have you guys done? Just being nice. And people act like the fucking, oh my God, he said, what the fuck has happened to this planet, man? Really? Doing the right thing. Just the right thing. Hey, I didn't go above and beyond. Just the right thing to do. Oh, I mean, we have a whole show like that, What Would You Do? Where we applaud people for doing the right thing and admonish people for not. Why didn't you step in? It wasn't my responsibility. What if it was you? I don't want someone to step in. Yeah. You're a bad person. Yeah, I am. You're a good person. You stepped in. Well, I didn't know what was going on. It was a fake situation. I felt I needed to get in there. Do something about this fake situation that I hear going on around me. That makes you a good person. Those other people, fake situation, they didn't respond to it. They are not good people. What if your acting was bad? They're like, dude, what the fuck is this? Oh, there's just a kid hanging out, being bullied by another kid using that kind of language? How did the 7-year-old learn that word? Because it's not like just regular taunting. You know what I mean? It's a specific. They might be like, dude, this is a fucking setup. I'm not fucking with you. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. That's are you guys, this some kind of scam? Are you gonna get my credit card? I don't know. I'm staying the fuck away from whatever these kids have going on. Whatever sketch they're working on, I'm not getting involved. But they always assume that their acting it's gotta be, and you were fooled by your acting, so why didn't you step in? I don't know, I mean, it could have been that camera right there. Could have been her going, oh, you're just gonna be black in my store? Because no one says that. It's kind of weird. The fact that you guys always film the what would you do in this town. Like, this is what would you do? I know what they want me to do. I'm not doing it. If I'm expected to do something, I'll purposely Frankfurter, you know what I mean? Completely, I Frankfurter that shit all the way. I don't give a fuck. I'll eat your whole fucking head. I don't care. Let's go Trent Robinson. You see a store, and there's like a dozen guys that look just like you in there. You're going in that store. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. They have my exact style. They charge based on the complexity of the patterns. There's one I want so bad. It's $1,000. Shut up, Doug, you fucking skunk. I did get thrown out, though. Shut up, Doug, you fucking skunk. I did get thrown out. I did get thrown out, though. Shut up, Doug. I'll eat your whole fucking head. I don't care. Oh, my God. Detroiters, that's another good one. Very, very good show. But yeah, we want to know how old the universe is, right? We want to measure things and know whatever. Any other miracles you want to measure? Because we're here, right? A miracle is something that defies explanation happening. Hi, you're here. That defies explanation. I mean, sure, your parents doing that does, but the whole thing we've been doing this whole time that we've been doing it, there's never been a manual, so we don't have an instruction book of why we're here. So this whole thing, hey, Michaela, how are you? I'm doing good. Sorry I didn't respond earlier. I didn't see that. You just don't watch the chat thing. I'm too busy yapping my stupid head off. So I happen to be... Oh, hey there. So yeah. This whole life is just it's a miracle. The existence of the universe. The fact that we're able to do all the things that we're able to do while no one has any clue why we're here. So we don't know why we're here. It's like, if a computer, we're able to build cars and do all this other stuff, but we weren't around. What would it be? It's just but it's still able to do it. We don't give it any instruction to it, and then we come back in 50 years and it's got this whole fucking city built. I didn't even program you for that. No, I didn't. It didn't. How the fuck did you do that? Oh, I got the blueprints and schematics and shit like that. And where? I designed them. Good job. That's exactly what I want. That's why I left you alone for so long. So you can do it on your own. You're not going, Dad, hey, Dad. Okay, so when I'm doing... what? And in the meantime, all we did was fight amongst each other and decide who gets the cut of Dad's inheritance. Who gets the larger cut of heaven? Because Dad's dead, so how do we divvy this up? Right, Elon's got all the mines and the gold and the money. Trump's got the America. He's got United States America. The Bushes have some of the banking going on. And some of the fresh water. So how do we divvy up this inheritance? The rest are who gets the peach? Okay, Georgia's got the peaches, and then Florida's got the oranges. California's got theirs. So Mexico's got avocados and basically everything else. Okay, cool. I don't want to think about that. Who's got my tablet? That's what I want to know. Is it inexpensive? But is it also the best on the market? Get that shit away from me until you get it right. When I do the thing, it should do the thing. When I touch it, it should just do it. I shouldn't have to learn. It should just do it. So keep working on it until it does. So does what? When I do, We should do it. Or else I'm fired. Goddamn right. My name isn't Steve Jobs. What a weird name to have. Jobs. He just cost people their jobs. And made a lot of money while claiming this altruism. And everybody seems to like him because he wanted to make PC computing. Then why is it so fucking expensive? No, I get this. It works solid, you know? Because unlike PC, all the things inside are made by one company. So if you can't get your one company to work together smooth and fluidly, you really got some fucking problems. So bragging that your shit is very stable, it's not really brag. It's kind of like, you know what? My Fender guitar with a Fender amp with Fender strings and a Fender cable works exactly Fenderific. Well, it fucking should. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day too. Yeah, it sucks that you can't stay. You got stuff to do today, actually, huh? I don't have shit to do today, so I'm just gonna be sitting here, chilling out, ranting and yelling at clouds. There's literally clouds out, so I get to yell at them. I'm a 48-year-old man. It's my job now to yell at clouds, and I take it seriously. They pay not very well, but it's better than Social Security, so I keep doing it. And I got the check coming from Negative Time. When that kicks in, if that kicks in, I just have to find some. They said already I got to find a bank that will reverse the transaction. Do you know what I mean? Because they're going to basically pull the funds out, and I got to find a bank that will wire it back in. It's weird. Their bank will pull it. It's reverse. I don't know what it is. I think they already did. I don't know. Something like that. You got to read your contracts carefully. If it pays off, it's going to be awesome. But if it doesn't, I think I got scammed by someone in Florida. They're not from Negative Time at all. But I have to play all their messages on the phone in reverse. So I think they are from Negative Time. I don't know. Anyways, read your contracts. Even when they're written backwards, just put it to the mirror. You can read it real good. That's how I had to do it, but much too late. That's why I don't sleep anymore. That's why I don't sleep anymore. But again, the universe is a miracle. It defies logic and explanation, and people yet want to measure it, how long it's been here. What? It's always. The universe has always been here. The universe. Everything? Yeah, it's always been here. Okay, when's it going to end? Always. What? When it's done, it ends. And then to make sure that ever happened in the first place, it reverses entropy by playing backwards. And then it goes from nothing to something, then goes from something to nothing, then nothing to something, then something to nothing. But it's more of a fluid, you know what I mean? Like something like that. But it's kind of like I said with the leavened bread and time catching up with itself. We're almost there. We're almost crossed that one, and I'm guessing by the Bible, by how close we are, and by at least by the theories I've been checking myself on, you know, what I've been checking, engaging things on, and so far I've been pretty right. I could be wrong. I still could be wrong. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a martyr. I'm nothing. I'm just some dude who's born in California in the bicentennial. So, yeah, that's all I am. I don't know. I mean, anything else is God's idea, but it says in here, be not fooled that day, Yeshua, Jesus' return, will not come except that the man of sin be revealed. And let's see what that should be. That's before the terrible day. Okay, that's chapter 18. That's when Babylon actually fucking falls. Saints and prophets, and I heard another. I could probably look it up on Bible Gateway. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. See, that's something I've always had a problem with for a while now. The first version I've ever read of this did not say "and he." It said "and the devil," and I can prove it. Listen to this statement and see if it sounds right. For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and the whole world, to gather them to the battle, and of that great day of God Almighty. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. And the devil gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Now, working miracles which go forth. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that walketh and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place called, in the Hebrew called Armageddon. That sounds like Jesus gathered them together, so therefore there would be no negative connotation to the word Armageddon, doesn't it? Behold, I come as a thief, and he gathered them. That would be Jesus. So the term Armageddon, the part right there where they come to fight in the great, terrible day of the Lord of God Almighty, nobody would worry because they would be with Jesus. Right? Armageddon would be like the end of the world, fucking blowing up. That's where Armageddon comes from. That's the term Armageddon. That's where it comes from. Oh, this is from here to Armageddon. There it is, right there. That's the line where it comes from. Okay, so that being settled, negative connotation the whole time, destruction, death, and whatever. But we just read right here, behold, I come as a thief, that Jesus, over and over, and he gathered them. That would be Jesus. Unless I said, and the devil gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Because it says, and they are spirits of devils, working miracles as before, working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. But again, if it was, then it interrupts with Jesus. And logically speaking, he says, behold, I come as a thief, and he gathered them to Hebrew. So it'd be basically they're gathering to the great war. Don't worry, because Jesus has got you. Have you been told that? No. Destruction. No protection. No under Jesus' wing. It used to say, I remember distinctly, and I was trying to figure it out, and I was like, what the fuck could it be? How could it change? And the thing I went over last night popped in my head. And if any man shall take away from the words of this book, of this prophecy, God shall take away his part. So someone took away something. Someone took away from and he, and put, and the devil, and put and he. Don't know who, don't know why. Don't know if it's a time travel situation. Don't know if it's the actual devil himself. He's already going to hell, as it might as well. You know what I mean? But I know it said the devil because, like I said, right there, what I just read, makes no sense that people be afraid of Armageddon or think like Armageddon was the end of the world. Destruction, whatever. Yes, it's a great day of the Lord, but it wouldn't be like a fearful thing. He gathered them, the ones that are going to be destroyed, to a place called Armageddon. Actually, it was Harmageddon, H-A-R, called in the Hebrew tongue, Harmageddon. And they can't figure out what that is or where that is, and there's so much saying Megiddo and yada, yada, yada. I have my opinions, but I mean, whatever, doesn't matter. So, what are we doing today? We figured out what we're doing yesterday. Might know what we're doing tomorrow, but what are we doing today? I'm waiting on someone to let me know what we're doing today, because I have no idea. I got nothing to do. That was yesterday. We did that yesterday. Gotta do something today. And something today to do. I'm not worried about tomorrow. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do today. I'm just about out of pot. That's probably best. I still have that resin and oil left and stuff, and that's that dripped out of the. Jeez, it's just so much, just a big glob. But yeah, I think that might be just all hash and hash wax that just dripped down. Should be crazy, dude. So I know I got fucked up last night smoking some of it. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, I mean, how do you measure a miracle? How much does a miracle weigh? Despite us knowing the explanation or how things work, it's here. It's working. Waterfalls go, rain falls. We don't have to turn on the rainwater faucet, you know what I mean? It just does it. We don't have to turn on the growth cycles, it just does it. We're the ones betting on a good or bad crop, and if we had the shit more spread out, we wouldn't have to worry about, so much, but we like to consolidate, because consolidate means you can put a fence around. Putting a fence around means you can limit access. Putting limited access means you can charge money. You can charge admission. Which is why the human race will never go any fucking where. Not this one. It's sad, man. Tesla. Okay, they got pissed at the guy who gave away. Pull my Mr. Rogers, gotta get comfortable. They got pissed at the guy who gave away the polio vaccine for free, saving children's lives. They burned his fucking laboratory down. Tesla was by far a better inventor, brain engineer than Edison, by far. Edison was just a fucking patent filer. Tesla was actually inventing things. And for the love of money, we did not go with Tesla's inventions, which is the future. Regardless of what you're going to slow walk it. It's like releasing the Walkman. This Walkman has a rewind and play and fast forward. Okay, this one has a radio, a play, a fast forward. It's kind of like how they're doing with the iPhone. There's nothing new. It's just, now it has 7 cameras on it. Now it's got 150 megapixel capability. Yeah, but you can zoom into the next town. I don't know if you put a drone. I don't know, but you can. This one has exact star mapping to Uranus. Direct coordinates to Uranus. Where you know where you are compared to Uranus. We could send it to the moon. Jupiter. We figured Uranus was more fitting. It's not a planet, dumb shit. They camp out for these fucking it's like they won't be on sale tomorrow. Well, I gotta be the first to get one. Why? Well, then I can be one of the first ones to send it, but there's going to be like another one next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and they're not stopping. They're making all their old shit obsolete by upgrading it and upgrading it and upgrading the operating system to the point where it's more operating system on the hard drive than anything else. I have an iPhone 6 that I was given. It's almost all entirely, it was a 14 gig, was it like a 16 gig? And almost the entire thing is operating system now. Can't do shit with it. And that's the way they want it, so you have to go buy a new one. Why? It was working fine when you sold it to me. Or if you guys weren't updating the apps and shit, I wouldn't need a new fucking phone. Right. You don't get your cut then. It's like making a car that lasts more than 30,000 fucking miles. Or right about the time you finish paying off that 5-year plan, isn't it? The car goes to shit. Has to get worked on. You decide whether or not you can fix it. I just get another one. Or like my uncle does, they probably would rather you just lease. If you follow Elon Musk's thing, the future will be a communal communism that he runs. I mean, it's all about Elon Musk. The whole, everything he does is about him. It's got nothing to do with anything else. Waste, fraud, and abuse is whatever he felt was unnecessary. That's fraud and abuse. Well, that doesn't go with my agenda. That doesn't go with my agenda. That doesn't go with Jimmy. That doesn't go with my agenda. Those are the guys that guard the nuclear codes. Oh, yeah. Wait, where'd that go? Call them back. No, you called them. You called them and fired them. You call them back. I can't find the fucking number. I don't have it. They're running shrimp on a treadmill. They're studying nerve endings because shrimp have so many legs, and they're trying to figure out how to get veterans and people that are paralyzed to walk again. It's not some woke show where they're trying to make fucking shrimp run on a treadmill. If I understand the movements, maybe they can make a robotic, that type of stuff. I know it seems stupid to you, Jethro. You'd rather go mudding. Or, something else that's got real meaning to it. Something that's not queer, like go out and play football and touching each other on the ass. That's good game, that's all. Good grip, good game. Yeah, these manly men talking about, aren't you the one that sits on your couch in a fake jersey, cheering for a bunch of big old bowed up men in tight uniforms who'd love to grab on each other and play with each other's ball? It's basketball, all of them is about getting your balls in the opponent's hole. A dude, another guy. He doesn't want your ball in his hole. No, whoever's controlling the ball, that's his ball it is. And then you try and put it in the other guy's hole. For points. For points. It's not gay. We're scoring this. It's for points. We're wrestling. Yes, you gotta be oiled up and naked because I don't want you gripping on my clothes. It's not what? It's a sport. Now drop and give me 50 with the oil on. It's not gay. It's part of getting ready for wrestling. You have to do 50 push-ups, and then we have to run track together, and then we do the pole chucking. You know, I mean, just pole chucking. We just get back. You know that one where you're just chucking a pole? You know what I mean? And then there's the one where you run with a pole, and then you jump on the pole. It is not right. There is a guy to catch you on the other side on the bed, but that's so you don't hurt yourself. I know there's a mattress, but what if you miss it? He's naked because they're gonna be wrestling. That's sportsmanship. They're enemies, but they're gonna... It's not gay. Yeah, he's got on spandex and leather boots and is, oiled up. And trying to put another dude's head between his legs. It is not gay. Yes, he picked his head up and put his head between the other guy's legs before dropping him, so that guy's head was further into his head and his face would, of course, smash into... It is not. That's a pile driver. Not one of those pile drivers. This is where that term came from. I see where you think it's gay. I see why you think it's gay. I see why you think it's not. It's wrestling. Hmm. 42 minutes. I don't know, man. All I know is that if the news is correct, it's been cloudy as fuck out there. It's been gloomy as shit and getting worse. Volcanoes are moving. There's supposed to be like a super volcano off the coast of this could pop any fucking second. I fully believe Donald Trump is the Antichrist because he's in that office, and I have never seen people. This is around the world. Around the world. Someone was running on a fucking campaign of making Romania great again. This is around the fucking world. He's the Antichrist. He has to be. Was there anybody trying to pretend to be Ronald Reagan? Anybody trying to be Joe Biden? Obama? I mean, I'm sure there probably were some, but like Australia had, fucking Canada had one, fucking UK had one. Boris Johnson was a fucking damn near clone with the fucking shitty, crazy hair. The difference is he looked more insane, but was more and more intelligent. Far more intelligent. Definitely looked more crazy. But he wasn't. It's just funny that Trump's trying to convince us that he's respected around the world. We heard Macron and those other people laughing about him, laughing at him. That was during the first term. You think they suddenly got respect for him? No. Fuck that dude. It's a joke. And pretty soon he'll admit that he's the devil. He's the Antichrist. He'll do something that it'll be pretty clear. And I don't think Yeshua's going to come back until that. I mean, it says, don't be deceived. Jesus will not return. That day will not come until the man of sin be revealed. It's obviously not just calling him out, because people have called out different people to be, and it has to be, like, I'm guessing it has to be that person. But the more that Trump gets away with, the more brazen he gets. The more he's doing stuff just out in the, like, riding, like, I don't see why I shouldn't have a plane. Acting like the two options are accept the gift of the plane or pay $400 million for the plane. How about you just don't take the fucking plane that they don't want because it's too expensive for them to maintain? Which, of course, perfectly plays right into your... because you're probably going to have to live in the motherfucker when they're done with you. And stay off the fucking ground. Wherever he lands, they're going to probably be ready to fucking crucify his ass, man. When everybody finds out for certain what he's done, the hideousness of who he is, I guarantee he probably thinks that people know. Just like Elon Musk probably thought, they know. So I'm going to go ahead and salute. You know. You got to know. It's obvious. And he's been tied to those kind of things in the past, and no one's really given him much weight. Then he goes full Hitler on stage. And everybody goes, there it is. In a similar way, Trump will go, and you all know that I'm fucking better than you and all this. Because he's already said it. I'm smarter than you and you know it. And they all cheered. Because I guess they did know it. In which case, it must not be hard to be smarter than them if Trump's smarter than them. Everyone else has figured out his fucking game. He doesn't like, that whole taco. Trump always chickens out. Because he's a coward. Those tariffs, he paused them. Came around, he paused them again. To try and seem merciful. But his attempts to look strong just highlight how weak he is. And how pathetic. Like when he says, that they had a talk with China, and the reporter goes, we talked with Xi Jinping, and he said that didn't happen. Well, I talked with somebody. Well, if it wasn't Xi Jinping, you could talk to a Chinese person. That doesn't mean you talk to China. I don't know, the delivery boy seemed very, very accepting of my tariff plan. He said he'd tell Xi Jinping. I'll tell him that'll be $15.35. Thank you. Do you need a translator? No, I don't need a translator. You can remember that bit? Yes. Tariff go up if they no pay? Yes, I think I can remember that. I know how complicated that, you think that is. Just like you think that no one knew before you explained it, that at one point in time, Lincoln was a Republican. And those Republicans at one point in time had a soul and were against slavery, not pro-slavery. Man. There's just so many things, like I said, layered over top of each other. And we're in this quantum state where everything is possible, including nothing. But eventually, like in the multiverse with all these different opportunities and options, something will happen to erase all the other possibilities. And there'll only be one option. And then that's probably when people realize, oh, fuck. Can you imagine, if people are projecting what they want to see on the Trump? So when they see him, they don't see what we see. They don't see that person. They see the cowboy, the moon guy, the dinosaur rider. They see that because that's what they're projecting onto him. A younger Donald Trump. Kind of like how you always see your kids as, yeah. So that's why whenever he says some stupid shit, they always go, you don't understand. What he means is, how come you guys don't ever have that with Joe Biden? Oh, because Joe Biden's not smart enough to trick me into thinking that he thinks what I think. Trump gets you to believe that he's thinking what you think, and then you give him the ideas. And he goes, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, I think I see what you're doing. You're doing 27 chess, huh? Let's see how smart you are. You're going to try and move it. Yep. Very smart. Close. I mean, it's not quite what I was going to do, but that's very close. Countries have his number because he always chickens out. So what's his next move? To buckle down. Otherwise, he'll chicken out. And he will be a chicken. And so he threatened some reporter today for calling him a chicken for being a coward and backing down. Said, don't ever use that term again. You know, in the land of free speech. Because that's what presidents do. It's in the Constitution. Thou shalt adhere to the president or be smitten with a lawsuit. It's like the fourth commandment. Not mandment, commandment. It's an amendment to the commands. Commandment. Since they're the same thing. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, and America. Well, they need a place to live. And of course, they pick America as the best country. I don't know, most other countries have like a lot of really like artistic statues and shit and culture. Interesting people. Interesting customs. It's not so cookie cutter mall to mall, from wall to wall. I fucking hate it here. I've always hated it here. By 7, I was pretty well broken. By 8, I'd moved to Louisiana, and then by 9 or 10, I was thoroughly broken. Like I would just walk staring at my feet, and people ask why I'd never look up. I'm like, there's nothing worth looking up for. And then just keep going. Something just happened on my tablet. Could have been an update, because I don't get messages. I hate when my machine makes noises at me, especially like messages, you know, because that's the only way it feels like urgent, like you have to, because it's like bing, you're like, oh shit, I gotta go check that, because you know. If you just set it down, you don't know. Go check it when you check it. It should be a tool, not a burden. I don't know. We just do shit until it's just no good anymore. Just use it all up. With movie idea, whatever, man. It just is not good enough to just make your cash, whatever. You got to keep fucking, like Kurt, they're still beating his carcass, and they're going to keep doing it. The thing is, there's so many people that are making money off of the legend of Kurt that they're not really looking at the reality. And there are a lot of people that are making their money by keeping those things going. And they're not going to tell what they really think. He had done several things that, yeah. He wasn't the angel that everybody would make him out to be. He wasn't a devil or anything like that, but I mean, there's always different sides to every story. So, and all everybody's worried about so far is Kurt's version. You know? Because he's the star of the show. Really? Because they weren't doing well until Dave joined the band. And then suddenly something clicked. Chris had been in the band, so there's a whole, they've got to stop looking at his bands as being just one person. It's a whole unit. That's why if you change one member, the sound completely changes. And they're not the same band anymore. I'm full believing that, who wants to start over from nothing? But that gives you a chance to change things up, to do things differently. If you're smart. Not a lot of people are smart. They'd rather cash in on the name that they had. Like, Mad Season. Screaming Trees, Pearl Jam, and, who else was in that? Alice in Chains, sorry. Had to remember. Nice. Oh man, just getting so close to the end that it's frustrating to even be like, it's like you're just stuck in limbo. It's like, Christmas is around the corner. You know what I mean? It's right around the corner. You can't spare the time, can't slow down the time, and you're just kind of stuck there. Even worse is it's not what people think it's going to be, and so what do I do then? I've been trying for 30 years, no one's listened. Anyone listening now would just be like, oh yeah, you were right, shit. Yeah, I've been listening before, it wouldn't have to go this way. Well, I guess it had to go, it had to go this way because it's the way everybody chose. If nobody decided to listen to me. It's full of smoke, but it's not. It's weird. Can't wait to go to the store. I need to go get some more water and shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and go do that. It's been about an hour. Everybody's tuned in. Thank you for tuning in, and you can keep trying to measure the immeasurable. You can keep trying to understand the illogical. You can keep trying to rationalize the irrational. You can't beat them, so you might as well join them. So just relax. Ease into it. It's going to get weird for a little bit, but then it's over, and then everything will be fine from that point on. It's just there's going to be a rough transition there. It's going to be weird. But, it's definitely worth it. And like I said, you can imagine waking up tomorrow in a healthy, younger version of yourself. No problems in the world at all. No assholes out there. At all. Food is free. You have no recollection of this at all. Anything that happened here didn't happen. At all. You have no memory of it at all. Because it literally did not happen. The people that did those things never were born. The second death. Eternal death. They were never born. They take their sin with them. So therefore, all the people you meet, there's no reason to be suspicious of anybody, because everybody you meet is always a nice person and has been approved by God himself to be at least this base level of good. And then when Universe 3.0 rolls around, the base level will make it a little bit higher. Now we've done everything in that mode. Asshole kind of includes people that don't return their books also. You see what I'm saying? It's slowly but surely until you're left with only God. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He was there when he started it all. He made the universe. And he'll be the last one standing when it's all done. To go back and start it all over, forget and start all over, lest he spend forever alone. Start all over, completely forget. He doesn't even know who he is, Doesn't want to. It'd be so fucking boring knowing everything that's going to happen all the time. Every second, they're going to say this. You're going to say a funny joke, which is not really that funny, but he wants to fuck you, so he's going to... You know what I mean? It just gets old. So it'd be much better just to not know. It says in the Bible, he'll be their God and he will be among them. He'll be with them. You know how weird that would be to have your God amongst you, knowing he's there. I mean, imagine Jesus walking in right now. You're going to get your shit together. Like, at least, hey man, you're not just going to be like, what's up? No one's going to do that. Much less if God walks in the door. What's up, man? No, I'm just chilling here. Let a cop walk in. Yes, officer. Well, what happened was there was an altercation earlier, and the perpetrators had come into our yard. They gained entry through the fence way. Yes, right here in this vicinity. Right? Suddenly, all those episodes of Law and Order coming out. Jesus walks by. What's happening here? This motherfucker comes over in my fucking yard. He's pardon my language, Jesus. He walks in my fucking yard. You want to see it? Look at this, what this fucking shit he did. Look what he did. Look at the fuck he did. And then he just brings this shitty ass dog over here. Look at this shit. What happened, Jesus, is that I'm being a good neighbor, like you said. State Farm and all that shit. Stuff. And I had a fence. I know you said no fences under fences. My fence is not under his fence. So I don't have a fence under his fence, but I had a fence. And he has a little dog. And it's annoying. It's a cute dog. Your friend comes by, and this fucker brings this little shitty rat terrier fucking... I would punt that fucking dog into goddamn... Oh, shit. I wish I had a bonfire to kick him into. It'd be so easy. Just... Ow. I'm gonna get water. You have a good day. I'll be back. I'll stream later. Maybe I'll do some mixing and mastering. And shut the fuck up about all this stuff. Do something worthwhile.